Good afternoon, folks. Today I'm going to present an analysis of three important animal phyla, and these are Nematoda, Annelida, and mollusk. These three groups represent the distinct evolutionary adaptations that allowed them to thrive in various environments. Throughout this presentation, we will explore their general morphology, life cycles, classifications, reproductive adaptations, and their significance in medicine, ecology, and the economy. So, let's learn, shall we? Let's start off with the phylum Nematoda, commonly known as the roundworms, characterized by their cylindrical, unsegmented bodies. Nematodas are very abundant animals on Earth, found in diverse environments including soil, freshwater, marine ecosystems, and such as parasites within the animal and plants. These worms have the ability to adapt to various habitats that makes them a crucial part of the ecological food web. Up next is Nematoda general morphology. Nematodas have simple, efficient body plan. Their cylindrical, elongated, and unsegmented body is covered by a protective outer layer known as the cuticle, which is shed periodically through a process called ecdysis. This tough cuticle provides a structural support and protection against harsh environmental conditions. Nematodas exhibit the bilateral symmetry, meaning their left and right sides are mirror images, which allow for coordinated movement. Nematodas tropoblastics have three germ layers: ectotherm, mesotherm, and endotherm. They possess a pusiliculum, which acts as a hydrostastic skeleton, aiding in movement and distribution nutrients and waste products. Unlike segmented worms, nematodas lack true circulatory or respiratory system, relying on instead diffusion to exchange gases and transport nutrients. The next is Nematoda life cycle. Ascaris pneumococcoides nuts is a good example from the Nematoda's life cycle. It infects humans. Its life cycle begins with an individual ingests microscopic eggs from contaminated food or water. Once inside the host, these eggs hatch into a larva in the intestines. The larvae then migrate to the lungs via the bloodstream, mature further, and are coughed up and swallowed, returning to the intestines where they develop into adult worms and reproduce. The eggs are then extricated in feces, completing the cycle. This complex migration within the human body makes the Ascaris a significant parasite in medical studies. Next one is Nematoda classification. The phylum Nematoda is divided into two major classes: Class Cernanthea, which includes parasitic nematodes such as Ascaris lumbrocoides and filarial worms, and class Adenopharia, which consists mainly of free living species like Cenorhabditis elegans, or as you can call it, C. elegans. C. elegans is an important model organism in genetics and developmental biology due to its simple body plan and well-shaped genome. The importance of Nematoda. Nematodas play a significant roles in various aspects of life. Medically, some species cause human disease such as ascariasis, elephantiasis, and trichinosis. Ecologically, nematodes help decompose organic material and recycle nutrients. Certain species are used in a biological pest control to combat crop damage insects. Economically, nematodes such as Heterotabidis SPP are valuable in commercial biocontrol programs. Now let's move on onto the phylum Annelida, or segmented worms, which includes earthworms and leeches. Annelida general morphology. Annelids have segmented body which enhance mobility and flexibility. They possess a true coelom, a closed circulatory system, and a well-developed nervous system. Their digestive system is highly specialized with organs like crops and gizzard for food processing. The life cycle of Annelida. Earthworms reproduce sexually through copulation after their clutellum secretes a cocoon that houses fertilized eggs. The young hatch directly from the cocoon without a larval stage. The classification of Annelida. Annelida consists of three major classes. Polychaeta, which includes marine worms with parapodia for movement. Oligochaeta, which includes earthworms. And Hirudine, which includes leeches. The importance of annelids. The annelids are valuable in many ways. Medical leeches aid in blood circulation therapies. Earthworms enhance soil fertility, and marine polychaeta support aquatic ecosystems. Economically, earthworms are used in composting to create organic fertilizer. And finally, let's explore the phylum mollusk, which includes soft-bodied animals like snails, clams, and octopus. General morphology of mollusk. Mollusks have a soft body structure, often protected by a shell. They have a specialized mantle, a muscle foot for movement, and a redula for feeding. Cephalopods such as octopus exhibit a highly advanced nervous system. Next is the life cycle of mollusks. A notable example is a common octopus which lay eggs that hatch into juveniles. In contrast, many mollusks such as bivalves go through a larval stage. Mollusk classification. Mollusks are categorized into three major classes. Gastropoda, which includes snails and slugs. Bivalvia includes clams and oysters. And Cephalorhabida, which includes octopus and squids. And lastly, the importance of mollusks. Mollusks are crucial in medical, ecological, and economic contexts. The parasite trematode, schistosoma causes schistomiasis. Ecologically, bivalves help filter and clean water. Economically, pearl oysters produce pearls and giant clam supports aquaculture.